So today, we've got Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion, aka Tabletop Specialized Combat and Warfare, Death Star Delts Edition. This box is nothing short of massive, and even then, this dwarfs in comparison to the real Gloomhaven game. I'm guessing the developers wanted you to be able to curl this box, so it's a 2-in-1, a game and a workout. By the time you're done with Jaws of the Lion, you should have curled it enough to be able to go on to the real deal. Inside the box, you have a lot of stuff. I mean a lot. There's a campaign map you gotta follow along with, a how to get started guide that tells you how to take everything out of the box in the right order, 2 to 3 different books telling you how to play the game step by step. You get a bunch of stickers you put on the map that are pretty cool. Inside one of the books is all the maps you'll need to use to actually play the game. It's pretty intuitive. And then a whole bunch of shit. I mean, there's a dragon's hoard of shit in this box. I can't even begin to describe how long it took me to take all this shit out. When I got this box, I think it was at least an hour and a half of me taking stuff out of punch board and putting it in the bags that it comes with and taking out all the boxes and putting it all in its own individual slots where it tells you where to put it. I'm not going to go into length about all the stuff that comes with this game because we'd be talking about this for about 3 hours. The most important part of this entire box though is these small little boxes with the little icons on them. These are the characters that come with the game that you start with, you pick from. There's a bunch of them in there. The icons don't really help because they're kind of ambiguous. I looked at these for the first time and thought it was a Rorschach ink blot. Didn't know what the hell was going on. Inside those little boxes, you basically get a character profile notepad you fill out throughout your campaign, quote unquote. A very nicely detailed model. Some cards specific to that character. Some attack modifier cards, bunch of shit like that. Basically, it's a box with shit specific to the character. Should just make sense. Also inside the box, there's smaller little boxes that are alphabetized and numbered. You don't open those until the game tells you to open them. There's also a few card packets inside the box. Again, tells you do not open it until the game specifies when you're going through. Just fucking do it. Now let's get into the meat and veg of this thing. The real powerlifter's experience. The Gigachad game. Each mission or each scenario, you open the book, it tells you what to do. It gives you step-by-step instructions depending on how many players are playing and what enemies you're facing and where to put them and how many put them down and where you start at. Get this cool little folio thing where you put the monster card in, helps you keep track of hit points of individualized monsters. And the way you play this game is everything is done by these cards. Everything. If you look on the card, it's a top and bottom. In the middle, it's a number. That number is your initiative. So if you get 4 players, whoever has the lowest initiative goes first. And then whatever the monster's initiative is, they go whenever. You get 2 colors on the card. A lighter and a darker. You pick one top effect, you pick one bottom effect. Your top effect is your initiative. Usually. It's a bunch of different cards with a variety of effects. A lot of fun to use. Sometimes you'll put a card in a discard pile. Sometimes the card goes out of play for the rest of the game. When you run out of cards in your hand, you skip your turn and take a rest. You remove one card from play, you pick the rest back up. Rinse and repeat, you do that until you finish the scenario. The real challenging part of this game is learning how the AI quote unquote works. So the monsters have a specific workflow and how they do things from point A to point B. I'm not going to go into detail about that because it took me about 2 fucking weeks to figure out how to do it. There's also a forum with a 75 question quiz. That was my first experience learning Gloomhaven, and boy, did that fucking suck. That might have been the worst possible selling point ever to a game is, hey, you want to play this? Alright, if you're considering playing this game, you need to take a 75 question quiz to see if you're stupid enough. If not, you're too fucking stupid for Gloomhaven. Go play Monopoly, dipshit. But once you learn the workflow of this, boy, it's a fun fucking game. I ain't gonna lie. I initially played the actual OG Gigachad Gloomhaven, and we lost about 4 times in the first scenario because we couldn't figure out how to work the game because the instructions are dog shit. Then, once you finish this game, you step up to Mr. Olympia Trials, the real fucking Gloomhaven, the real Gigachad experience. I'll tell you, that box doesn't fuck around, but that's an experience for another time. Overall, Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion, really solid purchase for $50. From my initial poor experience with the OG Gloomhaven to my phenomenal experience with this game. You want a game that's going to be mentally stimulating to a degree, it requires a lot of strategy and coordination, this is up your alley. Definitely a good Christmas present and gift to give to the love in your life, yourself.